Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. We are now at the foot of this path, rather the lowest point, and we're at a junction of three walks. I've just come down U22, which turned out to be not very long, because as it extends onwards it becomes U17, and over there is public footpath U18, and we're also on the Hillingdon Trail. So signposting is very good. That's the path I've just walked down. But perhaps the most interesting part of this is, I will be quiet for a second, there's a tiny little stream down there. You can actually, if you're careful, see some water flowing. And there's a big pond in Harefield. I wonder if it's connected to that. But I imagine that that little stream, which has no name by the way, ends up in the Grand Union Canal. This path to my right, or straight ahead as we are looking, is this U17. Sorry, it's the U18. Let's double check that. U18 path, which I've never been up. It just crosses a field and comes out to where I want to go anyway. But I'd rather go along the more interesting bit, which is this path, because, well, I haven't been here for about 4 or 5 years, and there used to be an absolutely fantastic tree which seemed to be hanging on to life by the merest, you can't say fingertips when you're talking about a tree, or tendrils, but I think you know what I mean. It was all hollowed out, and I think this might be it. You know me and trees, viewers. Look at this, it's almost like a monster. It's almost got a face. Fantastic. And it's marvellous that trees like this survive. Perhaps because they're a bit off the beaten track. And in fact, this is not the tree I'm actually looking for. This is a fantastic specimen. Let's go on. As I say, I haven't been here for a few years, so this is a bit off the cuff, potluck, whatever. And the fantastic hollowed out tree may well have since fallen down and been taken away. It looks like it has been, which is a shame, but maybe there are lots of roots in the path, which is always good. Maybe you're not interested in trees, in which case look away now. Rather like the football results. Those who don't want to know what happened, leave the room. They've varied that thing a few times over the years. Here's another magnificent tree. I wonder if this is the hollowed out one. It looks pretty hollow at the base. Let's have to look round the sides. Yes, it is fantastic. Oh joy. This is a fantastic tree. You know, it must weigh upwards of 3-4 tons, I would think. And look inside, no visible means of support, just the bits of the tree. It's been eaten out from the inside. I don't know by what process, perhaps a mixture of processors, but it still survives, and it's still thriving, and it's still here. So that's heartening to see that again after a gap, as I say, of about 5 years. I think someone's put a mirror inside the tree. Perhaps people, you'd have to be a pretty small person to get in there, and I don't think it's advisable, especially if the tree suddenly decides, that's it, I've had enough, I'm going to fall over. So we're now near the top. Let's have one last look at this magnificent tree. Trees don't have names. Neither did that little stream in the previous video, which I suppose is just as well if we named every tree. I think that there are 1 trillion trees in the world, or Britain. I mean, it's an enormous number of trees, far more than there are humans by a long way, perhaps a factor of 1,000. The trouble with filming is I can't look up things on Wiki, whatever it is, while I'm filming, because I need both hands to do the walking and filming at the same time. So forgive me please for not telling you how many trees there are in the world, but I'll put it in the comments when I publish the video. Down there is a lake. There are lots of, and you can see the viaduct, HS2 viaduct in the distance. Isn't that fantastic? There are, and the sunset, of course. Sun is still 1 inch or 2 above the horizon, so it's moved on a bit from the winter solstice. And here is a stile. There are lots of stiles around here. There are always themes about how you cross from one field to another. This part of the world is a bit of a stile magnet. Unlike me. So I'm going to walk along here and sign off now. Thanks a lot for watching. This route, this walk has been interesting to me, probably more interesting to me than it is to you, because I've discovered that one of my favourite trees of all time is still standing, even though it's been hollowed out, perhaps even more than it was 5 years ago. Beautiful part of the world, somewhere south of Harefield. That is the Forgotten Field, or Forbidden Field, or whatever you want to call it. And in the far distance, sometimes you can pick out Heathrow Terminal 5, which is about 7 or 8 miles away, because it's a really massive building. You do get little planes flying overhead, and here comes one into view. It's actually following a plane trail, and is about 600 yards away, turning to the right, probably going to land at the local aerodrome, Denham Aerodrome. And this is for amateur or people who just like flying. And you get quite a few of those planes around here. But isn't this beautiful? No human in sight, no evidence really of any human occupation. Remote and a good place to come. You don't have to go to Dartmoor, or you don't have to be called Heathcliff to just enjoy the ambience of this part of the world. Thanks a lot for watching. It's Sunday the 29th of January, Peter the Rock. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Like and subscribe.